I'm Kevin Smyth. I run a small company, Turntech Engineering in Wexford. We've been there for 23 years.
Right.
And we run a range of Doosan stars, fully automated. Everything is automated with driven tools, bar feeds, and the place basically runs 24 hours by itself.
How many stars have you got then?
There's 2 stars.
2-star machines.
Yep.
What models?
SR-DA, both.
So why did you go for these?
Well, I first started using stars up in Glasgow in 1988. It was the old RNCs, VNCs, and I set up my own company 23 years ago. I worked for 10 years in Glasgow and I ran various stars over there. When I came back over, I didn't have a customer base that needed sliding head technology, but then we got into more smaller parts, and eventually I started to realise the bigger size stars were possibly a way to go. I bought the first star 2 years ago, and at that stage we had a 3-month backlog on orders. Just couldn't get the work out the place quick enough, and we didn't have the space to buy more Doosans or what we had at the time. We put in the star thinking it might help the problem. Within about 4 weeks we were looking for work. The backlog was gone. The star was eating the work, doing it half the time as the machines we had, and it was just a better fit for the type of components we had.
Wow.
Now we've had other makes of machines. I came back to Star because I realised the Star is a machine, it seems to have more weight in it.
Okay.
It seems to do the jobs with less effort, and the people in Star offer support that I just have never seen anywhere else.
You know what's interesting? We've already had someone say about the people and the weight of these machines have been 2 of the most impressive things.
The machines are just solid. I mean, we're using milling cutters on jobs that we shouldn't be able to mill in such a light machine. We don't hear the tool.
Really?
It's...
So you can vouch for the fact that although some people may have said historically that these machines are just turning machines for light milling,
well,
they're not.
I've got bigger machines with twice the kilowatt power in the driven tools, and they struggle.
Really?
It seems to be the way the stars are geared, or how closely they're driven, or whatever way they're engineered. The machine it needs less effort.
Yeah.
To do jobs that you don't expect it to do.
That's really good, because we hear it a lot from Star employees, but hearing it from people that are using it.
I knew the people that were here before Steve Totty was here, and they sell machines. They will always tell you they have the best machine. I mean, okay, we don't want to mention any other brands, but they'll all tell you they have the best machine. The only true recommendation you get from a machine is the guy that's bought them, or the guy that's bought another one and another one. Now, I know if you go to a sliding head user, if his first machine is a Star, he'll always buy Star. They tend to stay with what they're comfortable with. You very rarely walk into a sliding head shop and find 2 of these, 3 of them, 1 of them, and there's a mix of machines. It's not like a fixed head shop. But I started out learning on stars, and they were the simpler, older, less capable stars. And I mean, I ran multi-turret, I ran single cam, basically CNC cams, if you like, the old RNCs and stuff like that. But I went away, tried other machines, I came back, and I'd actually forgotten how good they were.
Yeah. The fascinating thing about the Irish market, I found out, I was over in Shannon the other week, and they reckon something like 70% of the world's consumption of knee joints, are made within like a 30-mile radius of that area. Well, the medical sector's huge, isn't it?
When the COVID pandemic started and everyone started going mad buying ventilators, I was one of the people that, it was only then that I found out Ireland had already always made 90% of the world's ventilators. We just did.
Yeah.
And then it became a popular product. Everybody was looking for them, and then it became news that that's where you buy them. Yeah. Now, they're made everywhere now because of the demand. But the medical industry in Ireland is huge. The aviation industry has grown, and most of my work is in the hydraulics industry.
Yeah.
We make simple components, but we make a hell of a lot. I mean, we're a small shop. We make 750,000 parts a year.
Wow.
We have zero rejects for at least the last 2 years. We don't get parts back. We all make mistakes. We all make bad parts. But the secret is you don't sell bad parts. Yeah. They don't go out your door. the customer gets what he paid for, everybody's happy, everybody moves on. But I find with stars, at the moment I have a star running there. It's going to run for the next 2.5 days because the component is small enough that the bar feed can handle 2.5 days. It's going to run 3,000 parts while I'm over here.
He's earning money while he's sitting here.
There's nobody there. The lights are out. The place is dark. The other machines are off.
Yeah.
Because they, with the energy of leaving them on and the fact that they're going to spend 2 days in the dark just humming away doing nothing, it's not cost effective. But the star will it'll finish just before I get home in 2 days' time.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
That is fantastic. Now we've got one more person that's been that needs to come on this, and it's been a really I'd love to conclude your point there, because unmanned machining, making money while you're out of the business has to be the way forward, and you're a perfect example of that.
I know I can buy cheaper machines. I can put single spindle machines and a miller machine. I can put 3 guys on the floor. I'll get 8 hours a day, got three wages. In 5 years' time, when I'm selling that machine, I've got 3 very cheap machines to sell. Those guys have been paid, they owe me nothing. You spend more money on a star, get half your money back when it's 5 years old.
There's the advert.
It works out cheaper.
Yeah, there's the advert. That's what you mean.
How much was that worth?